Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast, and welcome to my house. It's time for another ServiceNow Store highlights episode. That's SSH version 20250421. We have 53 new, updated, removed applications in the ServiceNow Store since our last episode. Speaking of which, our last episode was a bit different. It was a live stream. I'm still going to publish a separate video. It'll come out after this one, so be paying attention for that. But sorry, I had some issues with travel and some store updates that I explained during that live stream. But for this episode, we're back on our normal cadence. We have 2 compatibility updates, 3 fixes, 1 ghost application, 6 highlights, 6 minor updates, 7 new releases, and 28 release notes fails. It's mostly from one vendor, which you'll see as we hop into today's episode. So those compatibility updates, 2 of them were AppZ and Data Center Access, were compatibility updates to Xanadu or Yokohama. We did have 3 fixes: Checkmarks 1 vulnerability integration, Illumio app for CMDB, and support services from AP3 Applications Ltd. Were just some minor fixes to their applications. We had 1 ghost application. I'm clicking on it now to make sure it's still a ghost. It has been removed from the store for sure. It's the Imprivata Identity Governance Connector is what has been removed from the ServiceNow Store. So that's our 1 ghost application. We had 6 minor updates: AI-powered search and knowledge recommendations by Coveo, CG4 asset tracking, Obsidian security integration, Recruit Link, Safe Asset Connector, and Tableau Connector. All were minor changes to those applications, and the release notes fails. We'll go ahead and show all on those, and you can see the vendor who is making up most of this. This is one of those vendors that doesn't post release notes, so all of theirs are release notes fails because I can't tell you what's new or updated on any of them. I'm going to skip reading through theirs because why bother, but it's basically from Nuvolo. Any Nuvolo app that came out and was updated was a release note fail, so you'll need to log into their support portal if you want to see what's changed. The non-Nuvolo ones were Evolving Configuration Risk Intelligence for ITSM, Kyndryl Integration Developer Self-Service, Lenovo Service 360 were some release notes fails, and then we had 1 more from Service Graph Connector for Endpoint Central from Manage Engine were the release notes fails. So didn't have to go through all those, but if you're a Nuvolo customer, you should be able to find those updates on their support portal, which brings us to the new releases. First up on the new releases is actually from Nuvolo. It's their UI Builder Components application. This is a dependent application. I don't need to go to the version history, but it supports the seamless user experience with UIB components. The description they've included are the key features: UIB components from numerous Nuvolo scopes. Basically, they are following the same pattern or same model of having the components as a dependency app that gets brought into their application. So that's what's new from the team at Nuvolo Corp. Second up is Grantly. Grantly is one grant-making platform, every step for everyone. Let's check out those key features. Opportunity publishing, create and publish funding opportunities with custom eligibility and timelines. Custom application forms, design dynamic, reusable application forms with conditional logic. Review and evaluation workflows, automate multi-stage reviews with scoring rubrics and feedback tools. Grantee portal, provide applicants with a centralized space for submission, status tracking, and communication. Award and disbursement management, manage grant approvals and schedule payments with audit-ready logs. Deliverables and compliance tracking, set and monitor grantee reporting requirements with automatic reminders. Impact measurement, track program outcomes through indicators, dashboards, and exportable reports. Integrations and APIs, seamlessly connect with financial, CRM, and document management systems. And global and accessible, support multi-language, multi-currency, and WCAG compliant grant making. And that's what's new from the team at Advanced Solutions Core. Next up on the list of new releases is OpenLM License File Comparator. Spot the differences in your licenses. Let's scroll down to the key features. Number 1, spotting the differences in licenses. Number 2, comparison between existing and new license file. Number 3, comprehensive report of the comparison report. Number 4, option to download the soft copy of the comparison report in CSV format. And number 5, uses the OpenLM broker to fetch the existing license file. And that's what's new from OpenLM Ltd. The next new release is Physical Security Case Management from ServiceNow. bringing efficiency and precision to physical security cases. They do have the warning. I haven't seen the new one yet on this new interface. This is an Innovation Lab offering, so it is unsupported by ServiceNow and does not carry any warranties. But let's jump down and check out those key features. I'm going to have to summarize on this one because it's quite extensive, but the key features are case creation and management, role-based access control, automated notifications, dynamic drop-downs for seamless data entry, configurable administration controls, centralized dashboard and reporting, and secure and scalable architecture. And that's what's new from the Innovation Lab at ServiceNow. Our next new release is refrigeration management by Nuvolo Corp. Simplify refrigeration management with a connected solution built for efficiency, compliance, and sustainability. Let's check out the key features. Allows the user to perform work order against refrigeration assets to comply with government regulations. And that's what's new from the team at Nuvolo Corp. Next new release is TCS Crystallis on Now for OT Cyber Integrity. TCS Crystallis on Now for OT Cyber Integrity helps organizations manage and monitor operational technology assets like machinery and IoT devices. It enhances asset tracking, maintenance, and performance analysis, boosting operational efficiency and minimizing downtime. Let's take a look at the key features. On the functional side, real-time monitoring of OT assets, predictive maintenance capabilities, incident management automation, comprehensive asset lifecycle management, seamless integration with IT and OT systems. On the technical side, advanced API integration for seamless connectivity, powerful data analytics for processing OT data, machine learning algorithms for predictive maintenance, real-time monitoring and event detection, and robust cybersecurity tools and compliance frameworks. And that is what's new from the team at Tata America International Corp. I've never got to say Tata on this podcast before. Last new release is Volunteer Pro from Advanced Solutions Corp. Smarter volunteer management for organizations. Key features: AI-driven volunteer matching, faster onboarding and approval workflows, smart scheduling and calendar integration, time tracking and analytics, built-in communications, recognition and motivation, volunteer opportunities and event management, skill-based offerings, and third-party integrations. And that's what's new from the team at Advanced Solutions Corp, which brings us to the highlights for the episode. We've got 6 of them coming at you. Some more from Advanced Solutions Corp. First up is Advanced SN Connect ADP eService. Let's check out the version summary down here. For Xanadu up to version 2.0.0 and includes powerful new features and enhancements aimed at improving flexibility, usability, and resilience. The highlights are cross-process case initiation, push response to integrated process records, save as draft, case cancellation support, configurable metadata, and improved error handling. Our next highlight is also from Advanced Solutions Corp. It's Advanced SN Connect ADP Global Payroll. It was updated to version 2.0.0 for Xanadu, and this release includes powerful new features and enhancement aimed at improving flexibility, usability, and resilience. The highlights are B2B authentication support. It now supports business authentication for ADP Global Payroll and ADP Solargo. This enables secure and scalable system-to-system integrations, improving enterprise-grade connectivity. And there's virtual agent chatbot enhancements, extended support for ADP operations via ServiceNow Virtual Agent. Users can now perform payroll inquiries directly from chat, trigger ADP-specific workflows through a conversational interface, and access key payroll data seamlessly within ServiceNow's chat experience. Our next highlight is Aguaro. Aguaro was updated to version number 3.2.0, and in this version, they have broken it out into new features, enhancements, and fixes. So let's take a look at the new features. Collection surveys in ServiceNow can now be used on a collection to create custom pre-populated manual sources based on responses. Added an export functionality for survey sources. Under Data, integration of multi-criteria data on main Aguaro standard profiles, and under Integration/Import, external inventory data can now be added and managed with automated sources. As far as enhancements, under Administration, they added an option on areas for the use of manual sources. Let's see what else. Under Collection, block the use of amortization on manual sources if area does not allow it. Collection check rules has been updated to validate the consistency of the use of amortization on both manual and automated sources, and new rule to check the data consistency in case of rebaselining. Amortization management enhanced to be managed from the area and configured at collection automated source level, and new information message on active custom analysis. axes on the collection form. Under documentation, added uncertainty calculation formulas in the methodological documentation. Under data, 7 new profiles added, 2 accessories, 3 peripherals, and 3 virtual machines. Under action plan, updated the VTB view of actions to add relevant fields. And raise awareness, updated the My Impact widget to display employee-specific data if available. Under fixes, under collection, e-waste is no longer included in the calculation of the footprint per application. Under data, they fixed the button for mapping electrical mixes by period. Under recommendation, they fixed an issue with generating recommendations at the end of the collection. And under strategy, they fixed a bug where new strategic plans would not retrieve the collection area. All right, let's move on to our next highlight. It's going to be Power BI Connector. It was updated to version number 1.7.11 in Yokohama, and the release notes here are rebranded App Store, details from AlphaServe to Tempo Software, improved Power Query support for numbers, strings, and dates, implemented Power Query filters for duration/time as duration, added preview of data sources export history on dashboard page, added clone data source functionality, fixed auto refill issue when saving fields and reports, and added preview of data sources history for each data source. Our next highlight is SailPoint Identity Security Cloud Service Catalog. It was updated to version 4.1.0, and in this version, they've added an ability to filter by application, consolidated view of SailPoint requests in ServiceNow with mapping ISC correlation ID along with request details, ability to further filter users in ISC user selection widget, ability to further filter users in ISC user selection 2 widget, multiple widget options for ISC access object selection, including query filter, and the same again for ISC access object selection 2. Ability to select default operator in ISC access object search widget, ability to include attachment along with record producer request, and sample demo catalog for easy configuration during implementation. Our last highlight is going to be T-Systems Connector. It was updated to version 2.2.334, and in this version, they've included some minor changes, and they've prefixed them so it helps me know what's going on. So we'll start at the top here. Enhancement, multiple attachments to be sent via broadcast. Another enhancement, validation of attachment size. Another enhancement for slave change ID shall be taken also from the synchronous response. Another enhancement, warning when deactivating a process control or pressing the off button. Another enhancement, data enhanced process control. Another enhancement, afterthought remote approval group on customer changes can be bypassed during processing. And another enhancement, business rule message exchange triggering log message should be an info instead of warning. There was a bug fix. Validations are also working for non-valid task type. Another bug fix, use of assignment group mappings for in-/outbound. Another bug fix, validation is not taking property into account. And the last bug fix here, retry mechanism query to retrigger the messages for latest records only. And that's what's new from the team at T-Systems International, GmbH. And that is our entire episode, everyone. What you just saw or heard were 7 new releases, 6 highlights, 2 compatibility updates, 6 minor updates, 1 ghost application, 3 fixes, and 28 release notes fails. I hope you found this video or podcast helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what's new, what was updated, or what was removed from the ServiceNow store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.